I woke up early at 1:30, 2 a.m. in the morning for many years, brother.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sometimes I would go to sleep at 11 o'clock at night. I'm going to tell you the answer to that question, big dog.
Okay.
Money.
Man, just imagine if you would have gave that nigga some fucking money. You have to put that nigga through the walls of Jericho.
Dude. Hey.
You have to put mitts on it. All right, guys, welcome to another edition of Convos with Bishop. My name is Marvel Bishop. As I always say, it's a great day to have a great day. We are here in the Forge Studios. Shout out to my guy, Leo Comacco, for this beautiful space. And I got a special guest here today, man. And it's very, very different because this is actually my first episode and conversation that I'm actually going to be interviewing a director, a person who is well acclaimed within the horror film space. He's worked with so many people throughout Atlanta, and I can't even say that he's up and coming, but like he's definitely going to be, going to be going places. And we connected, man, via DM. He hit me up. I was like, yeah, of course we can do the podcast, man. Let's run it up. So my guy, Mr. Cedric Slap Cathern, my man.
Come on with it, man.
How are you, bro?
Man, you nailed the name right.
I appreciate it, man.
Come on with it.
Yeah, definitely.
Good.
How are you, brother?
Man, I'm blessed, man. Getting some of this sunshine. It's kind of cold now.
Yeah, compared to Atlanta, right?
Yeah, man. I got on the plane, it was 30 degrees. Get off the plane, it's 80 degrees.
Yeah, no, definitely, man. So number one, I appreciate your efforts. I appreciate you coming over from Atlanta to have this conversation.
Absolutely.
And this is about you, man. We celebrating you, man. So before we talk about the accolades, before we talk about the horror production company, let's talk about your story, man. Let's talk about your beginnings, where you came from and how you came to be. So
for sure, man. I was born in Atlanta, McGrady Baby. Man, I relocated to South Georgia, Valdosta, Georgia to be exact, when I was around 3 or 4. My father was actually a a news anchor, so he did a lot of. I grew up in the basically watching my father in front of the camera. Mm-hmm. Then my father ended up on a gospel radio station. So I grew up in the radio station space. I grew up watching him create commercials. Basically what we call nowadays is creating content. I watched my father do it in the 90s. So, man, I never would have thought, man, that I would have ended up doing what I'm doing now, because my journey, what I thought was to be playing football. I actually earned this college scholarship, man, played two different colleges. I played Bethany College and transferred to Livingstone College.
Okay.
And then after that, man, writing was something that I was always real passionate about. Whether it be writing lyrics, I think everybody went through a rapper phase when they were young, but writing lyrics, writing girls' love letters back in the day, writing short stories, whatever the case may be, Bishop. Writing was something I was always passionate about. And I never would have thought that I would have turned that passion for writing into filmmaking and creating documentaries and creating shows. And that's kind of what my initial background just comes from, just growing up, watching my father do it, to me writing, and then me ended up creating just like what he used to do. So
was he actually into horror films as well?
My father was the first person to actually show me my very first horror film. True story, man. I was a kid, back in the day, man. These young bucks don't know nothing about this. We used to have water beds back in the day. That's what your parents used to have and stuff. I think every black
I had one water bed.
Yeah. The water beds, you know what I mean? But my father used to always tell me, I was probably like 7, 8. He used to always tell me, man, stop jumping on that bed. I'm like, dad at work, I go in the room and jump on their bed. Mm-hmm. Well, one day I just so happened to be jumping on the bed with a pair of scissors. I don't know where the scissors was coming from. I don't know where they came from, but they ended up in my hand. And I was jumping on the bed watching Rocco's Modern Life with one of them things back in the day. Young bucks don't know nothing about that.
They don't know nothing about that.
Come on with it. But I was jumping on the bed, lost my balance because, you're on the water bed, and I fell down. Boom! Flooded my parents' whole bedroom.
A war is coming, I tell you! A war is coming! But hey, y'all be safe tonight, fellas. There's been several reports of people missing from this area over the past month.
Coming out of Valdosta, Georgia, a man is still missing after returning home from a night out with friends.
Missing? What you mean, missing, Brody? We don't talk about all that in this household. You understand me? Brother, what the hell, man?
I will always love you, baby. I'm just scared and worried about our friends. It's not like them.
Terrell, you good, my boy?
Angel, yo, P, where you at, baby?
You might as well just tell the damn boy now.
Baby, calm down. Everything is gonna be all right.
Do as you choose, but God will protect me.
Bro, I come in peace.
No God.
So then I just knew, I was like, man, I'm dead meat. I'm dead, man. I'm dead meat, man. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Can't clean this up. I got some t-shirts down on the ground. I'm like, this ain't cleaning nothing up. Well, my father get home and I'm, face it. Like, hey, yeah, I made a mistake and did this. Mm-hmm. And I was, like, hey, I made a mistake. I broke your bed. And I'm just kind of tensing up, getting ready for it. Mm-hmm. And he said, he took a deep breath. He said, I'm going to show you what happens to kids I'm going to show you what happens to bad kids. And he showed me the movie The Exorcist. I don't know if y'all ever seen The Exorcist.
Yeah,
it's with a 12-year-old girl.
The first one?
The original joint.
Oh, wow, okay.
The original
OG,
joint with Linda Blair and all.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he showed me that, and that I would almost rather got my ass whooped than watch that movie. But that started my passion for horror because it was introduced to me. I got so freaked out from it, and it made me want more. It made me want to watch it again.
That's actually very interesting because so your trauma is actually like your passion to be able to fuel your business and also fuel your life.
Absolutely, man. That's how it all started, man. That it went from The Exorcist, then it went from me like, hey, man, I saw Friday the 13th on TV. Mm-hmm. Then that Friday the 13th turned to Nightmare on Elm Street. The Nightmare on Elm Street turned into Candyman, and it just continued the older I got, I just became super passionate about it. From VHS tapes, I would buy these and put them in on the old tape player, man, and watch them and study them. Mm-hmm. And then, man, one day I was like, man, I'm gonna create my own horror film. My own ideas, my own vision.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Wow. Man. So I know that you're an avid martial arts and jiu-jitsu competitor. Yeah. So when did you, how long have you been in that space? Man,
been grappling. Man, I want to say, I think it's coming up on 5 years now.
Okay. So that's rather new.
Yeah, consistently.
Okay.
I've always been like one of those little wrestler kids and just physical, but actually learning skill and technique, jiu-jitsu, coming up on 5 years, man.
Okay.
Shout out to Team Independent, man, all my brothers and sisters that I train with down there in Atlanta. But I'm an avid martial artist, man. I think it's been so helpful in my life as far as a stress reliever. Mm-hmm. When you get to go in there and grapple a little bit, release a little bit of tension, a little bit of pent up stress, whatever the case may be, man. So it's been really helpful for me being able to do that.
So how do you think, so did you have any aspirations? Because for some reason when I was actually thinking about it, I just thought that you were a martial artist your whole entire life.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
When I was a kid, man, I did like the little, taekwondo and all that stuff.
I got just
Shotokan. My opinion, man, if you're under 18, if you earn a black belt, you're not really a black belt.
Okay, so I know we're kind of jumping around, but I need to talk about that because I'm a brown belt, right? Mm-hmm. Didn't actually get too far as with the black belt. But my thing is that we always need to make sure that we have to really earn everything that we are working towards, right?
Absolutely.
Why the hell do we have all these damn martial artists out here and these damn academies that just be giving away black belts to fucking 4-year-olds?
I'm gonna tell you the answer to that question, big dog.
Okay.
Money. You're paying for belts. They pay for these belts. They pay for these programs. They rush these children. And what you're doing is you're selling us a false sense of reality to these kids. Which is, I mean, you get some kid that's I've seen it. I've been in the martial arts space long enough. A parent to come up to you, oh, my son's a black belt in Taekwondo, and he's 9 years old. I'm like, okay, now I'm gonna take your son, and I'm gonna take my son, who's been wrestling since he was 4 years old, and we'll see who will win this battle.
Your son gonna mop the fucking floor with them. Like, yeah.
It's a difference, man. It's a difference between, you sitting there screaming some loud, words or whatnot in a different language compared to actually physically being tested. And I think that youth martial arts, I think they're selling false sense of reality when it comes to that.
So do you think that jiu-jitsu is like the Japanese way of like wrestling? Is that what it is?
That's where it initially started in Japan. Then the Brazilian culture kind of elevated it. They elevated it and whatnot. And just when you're having this, when you're sitting there being tested, when you're showing a move and then you have to apply that move to someone who's actively resisting, that's a whole different ball game. If some kid some young buck may tell you, oh man, I've been doing this, and you're like, okay, now I want to see if you could try to do this move on you, and you're 6'11", 200 plus pounds. It's not in the martial arts. If you've never been tested, it's never going to work.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. But that's why I'm a huge avid of all the parents out there, man. Get your children something such as jiu-jitsu or wrestling, something that's going to physically test your children, because it's not only is it good for their confidence, but it's just good for them in discipline purposes as well.
Yeah, I think every single boy should actually learn wrestling.
Yes, it's a beautiful sport, man.
Yeah,
it's a beautiful sport. Both my kids wrestle. Shout out to Gabby and Trey.
Okay,
Both of my kids wrestle, man. My daughter, she wrestles and she's 13.
Okay, dope.
And my son wrestles and he's 7.
Yeah, because look, if you know how to maneuver and learn the different skills of wrestling, it doesn't matter how big the other person is.
You control them.
I know people. Listen, man. I'm rather trained, if I can definitely say so myself.
For sure.
My hands and feet are good. My ground game is trash. Like, no, I will get washed. I'm just trying to say, that's probably, it's one thing I'll probably have to learn that from you, bro. As far as grappling and like ground game.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
for sure,
I definitely need to learn that. But so with that being said, man, how did martial arts and also just being able to learn all that stuff, like were you able to actually apply that into like your everyday life and also your production company?
For sure, man. The way I was able to do it is from discipline, dude. Discipline. I lived a very disciplined lifestyle for many years, dude. I was a guy that worked in a factory, 12-hour shifts, 8, 12, 10-hour shifts in the factory. And I was just once a guy that had a dream, dude. I was a guy that was like, man, I want to do something with myself, man. I can't live this lifestyle. Nothing against the guys that's working hard to make an honest living. Not everyone is built to do that. And I was one of the ones that wasn't built to do that. And the discipline I did was I would wake up early. I woke up early at 1:30, 2 a.m. in the morning for many years, brother.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sometimes I would go to sleep at 11 o'clock at night, and I'll wake up, get 2-3 hours of sleep, wake up, and I always went to the gym. I go lift weights. I start the morning off something positive, something that's going to get my mind sharp. All right. And not only that, it's creating discipline. And then even when I train jiu-jitsu, our morning class is at 6 a.m. So you got to get up early. No matter how long you've been up all night, you got to get up and go to the gym. You got to train. And when you go train, it's going to be a lot of blood, sweat, and tears on those mats. So it's just it's that act of discipline, man, that's helped me bring that to my companies, Fearfowl Films. It helped me by, if I had to write a script, I could sit down for as long as it takes in this office and I won't move until the script is done. If that takes a week, if that takes, just going out the room, getting a snack or something, or a bottle of water, and coming back to get back to writing, that's the type of discipline I have to have. I demand from myself.
Yeah, and then you also demand it through, your team as well.
Absolutely.
So talk to me about showing that discipline that you have with yourself and also implementing that discipline and that motivation to your team.
Yes. When I'm sitting here, I like every team, I believe, feeds off a good leader. Mm-hmm. It's kind of like a alpha pack leader mentality.
Okay, got it.
Like a pack of wolves.
Got it.
The wolves are all going to gravitate towards the leader of that pack, which is the alpha. Mm-hmm. The alpha leads them. And that's what I like to try to have that mentality when it comes to my team. I like to be the person that people could look at me and be like, hey, if Slap was up all night at an event and he comes back home, he creates an idea, goes to bed, wakes up at 4:35 in the morning, go train martial arts, go to work, go back and do it again and repeat. That feeds, a lot of time that feeds, that I feed someone who needs that motivation is going to feed off me with that. And that's what I like to try to do. That's what I like to try to live by.
Yeah, no, facts, man. So you did talk about this a little bit, like your process when it comes to your writing, right?
Yes, sir.
So how does that process actually commence? Whenever, say for instance, where do you get your inspiration from?
Okay.
Where do you get, where does it come from? And then how do you actually, okay, you know what, pen to paper, this is where I need to start with writing it. Let's talk about that.
Great question, dude. You ask amazing questions.
Thanks.
So I'll give an example. Mr. Organic is starring in my next film, What's Up There?
Shout out to Mr. Organic.
Shout out to three of them. I had an idea because I've always grew up a huge fan of the unknown, aliens, UFOs. What's really out there? Are we really out there? Whatever the case may be. So I was sitting there, I wrote the script, and I was like, man, you know what? I need to find a good lead for this project. And when I wrote that script, I watched them film Alien. I watched Alien. I kind of got some motivation. I started watching a bunch of different, I watched Splice. I watched a bunch of different films that are kind of like alien-driven horror films. And I was like, all right, I want to have my own idea and my own version of a creature. And I'm trying not to say too much because I don't want to ruin it.
Yeah, I got you.
But I was like, okay. So I started writing. I put some music on. I actually put on Portishead. I'm a huge Portishead fan. So I was jamming out the Portishead and writing, getting these ideas. So once I completed the script, I was like, man, I need a good lead. And then this so happened to be an episode I saw Mr. Organic when he was he was with Taco Shawarma and he was talking about I think it was a viral clip they did. He got so many viral clips, but it's one when he was talking about BBWs.
Yeah.
And he was going crazy.
Yeah.
So I was like, man, I'm gonna reach out to Organic, see if I can get him on board with this idea. And fast forward, man, the stars aligned and I was able to get him on board with it. So I had to go back and change some things in the script because I still wanted him to have his flavor with this character that he's starring, that he's playing as, excuse me. So that's kind of like the process. That you have an idea, you put it down, you type it up or whatnot, and then once you cast it, I was like, okay, depending on who I'm gonna use to play my lead roles, I'm going to, if I gotta change something to make this character seem more like this person, I might do that.
I got you.
Unless I have a different project working on, hey, this actor, I want you to sound like this exactly right here that I written.
Got you.
But it's just kind of just the ideas, what kind of goes on in my head.
So, balance is very, very important when it comes to presenting the idea.
Correct.
And also to the person that you actually want to work with versus
Correct.
the idea that you also have. So I have you ever had a situation where you brought a idea to a person that you really, really wanted to become a part of the project, but that person didn't like it?
Yes, that's the thing about any filmmakers out there. They know this. You may have an idea, and especially me, because I am all over the place.
Yeah.
My wife, man, she laughs and makes fun of me all the time about that. But I may have an idea. I'm like, hey, man, I'm going to get this. I want this right here. I want this right here. And I got an idea for this person to be a part of it. And then I get my old pitch together, get my pitch, and I get my selling point to them, present it to them, and they're just like, nah. One of the most recent ones, man, I had this character, And I think the character was like a Hispanic kid. And I was like, I found this white kid. This white guy. I was like, hey, man, you do good work.
Yeah.
Presented it to him. He's like, hey, man, thanks, but no thanks. I can't do it because the character's not white. And I just feel bad playing a white. I feel bad being me being a white guy and me having to play a Hispanic character.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, well, hell, man, catch you on a good day. You might could blend being white. You look like you're being white a little bit, but hey.
But that's the essence when it comes to filmmaking, when it comes to art.
Exactly.
We can maneuver and also manipulate ourselves to actually represent anything we want.
That's good acting chops.
Yeah. So to me, I don't necessarily blame you too much because you had the vision. That was just maybe his limiting mindset that he had.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But I respected it.
Yeah,
man. I can't put a trigger.
No, of course,
and make you do it. You know, but and you want to make sure you have somebody that truly believes in your vision. You know what I mean? The money and everything is cool. You know, you can send people money all day to play a part, but I still want them to give me the effort. Let me hear what you got.
Yeah.
So another big shout out to Mr. Organic, man. When he sent me back this character that he's playing in my upcoming film, I was completely blown away.
Hey, are you an entrepreneur or business owner and you feel like you had a ceiling in your business? Well, it's not because there's anything wrong with your products or services. It's simply because you need more exposure. More people need to know who you are and what you do. My name is Brendan Boyd, and I want to help you get on more podcasts, more YouTube shows, and other opportunities to get in front of more people. All you need to do is click that link below and book a call with me or someone from my team, and we're going to find out if we're a good fit to help you get in front of more people.
I was like, dude, I mean, I guess this is your first time doing voice work, and this is what you sent me back? This is freaking good stuff.
Organic
dude.
is different,
This
bro.
is good stuff.
Organic is different.
Like, you blown away. I could not believe he sent me back what he sent me. And I told him, I just thanked him. Because a lot of times you get stuff back and you tell people how to do things, and it's just no energy.
Yeah.
It's all like, man, they just kind of just did it just to grab a check out of the director or the company. But what he sent me was art.
And you can actually see, and you can actually really, really pinpoint motherfuckers that just literally just do it for the check.
Straight up.
Versus them just like, actually wanting to do it.
Wanting to act. If you want to act, I can provide you with opportunity.
Yeah.
I ain't no goddamn Steven Spielberg right now. But,
for real.
But
we gonna get there.
Yeah, we're gonna get there.
We're gonna get there.
Give me some.
Yeah,
But,
got you.
but I'm a hungry, younger, up-and-coming director that has an idea, that put some hard work into something. That's a baby to me. And I present it to you, and I want you to be a part of this.
Yeah.
Sometimes, if someone accepts that, man, that's almost like a thank you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's like, hey, man, I appreciate you even wanting me, consider me to be a part of this.
Yeah, and when it comes to people who want to be a part of the project, obviously the budget at times is not there.
Yes.
But the passion, also the drive is always there as far as getting the job done.
Absolutely.
So let me ask you, as a director, as a person that is very, 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 very professional and an expert at what you do, how the hell do you balance collaborations where like you want to work with this person, but you ain't got the budget, but you really want to work with this person, versus like paying people? Like, because obviously we want people to get paid.
Yes.
But like, hey, listen, humble beginnings at the end of the day is like sometimes the budget is not there, but the vision is there in order to maybe get that budget, also get that price and that number later on.
100%.
They gotta see the vision first.
100%.
So as you being a director and a leader as a person, how are you able to actually really convince people to not really worry about the numbers in certain projects versus not?
100%, man. Great question, man. All right. Every director, any producer, everybody's going to have this idea, and you're gonna make your pitch to whoever you want to be a part of your projects or whatnot. A lot of the time, if I try to shoot people straight up in the beginning, hey man, I got this project I'm working on. This is my budget. This is what I could pay you. Do you have an interest on wanting to hear more about it? With the potential of being in this project. Or if I don't have it, I'm like, hey man, I'm working on this. This is kind of like a short, man. I don't really have a budget for it. I'm paying everything out the pocket basically per scene. It's not paid for you right now, man, but this grows into something, man. I'll get you a check out of this. And that's kind of like my mentality, just being straight up with folks, letting them know, hey man, I can, or right now, hey, I can't. And with Atlanta's Most Haunted Locations, man, I can do a lot of collabs with content creators. So the good thing about that is if a lot of people want content, a lot of people, it's free content.
Content is currency at the end of the day.
It's free content.
But content is currency.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So if I'm handling the editing, they can check out the production. They see the quality's good. I'm providing everything. You don't even have to do nothing but show up and have fun. And what you get back is this amazing piece of work, man. And that's what I've been doing a lot with my show, Atlanta's Most Haunted Content.
And those are the type of people you really need to connect with and also stay with, because those are the people that are not necessarily worried about the check or about the numbers.
Exactly.
And you can really build with them and really, really cash in on that check when they're sticking around. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
That shows, I like doing that because a lot of people, they see the vision. They hear me out and they're like, hey man, I'm a rock with you, man. I want to be a part of it. I want to see what you got cracking. And then once they see the finished product, they're like, dude, this was actually really fun.
Yeah.
Like, if you need, like, hey, I know this person, or I know that person, or let's tap in and do this. Whatever the case may be, man. Relationships is everything when it comes to this business, man. Relationships is everything. If you come off as being a arrogant director or a director that's kind of looking to get over on somebody or whatever the case may be, it's gonna keep you at arm's length.
Facts.
They're not gonna want to touch you.
Yeah, and now that I think about it, like Atlanta, at least correct me if I'm wrong, but Atlanta is not really known for films.
Yes, that's correct. Well,
not too much.
Yeah, not too much
compared to like the LAs and
yeah.
So with you, what made you actually stay home to be able to just not only like hunt other places but to farm in Atlanta to build like your empire? Well, you could have had a choice to maybe just go somewhere else.
Yeah.
But how come you just chose Atlanta to stay?
Man, I have a special love for Georgia, man. It's where I come from. It's where I was born and raised. Love Georgia, man. It's home. But maybe I'm jumping ahead, but I'll tell you where I got the motivation to get this whole thing started. Okay. And it still gives me chills when I even talk about this. Still to this day. I went to an event in Atlanta, I think it's called the Aspire Tour. I paid money, paid my hard-earned money, went up there, and I was at a place right there like, man, I got all these projects I'm writing, and nothing's hidden. I'm not getting no traction. You know what I mean? I don't know where to start. And they have a bunch of guest celebrity speakers come out. And so I got to hear Mr. Wonderful, Kevin O'Leary, a bunch of very influential, successful people that gave you the medicine that we need. I call it the medicine. Because sometimes when you seek your motivation and you're down, we need a little medicine to kind of pick us back up. Well, I tell you what, when Kevin Hart walked on stage, dude, it was real, dude. It was real. Because you know what? I saw something. There's nothing against Kevin O'Leary and none of them. But when Kevin Hart walked on stage, bro, it did something. I'm getting chills talking about it, dude. It wasn't no groupie, like, I can't. Yeah. I saw another brother that was once where I was, man. And he was sitting there giving me the medicine I needed. Because, I never probably meet Kevin in my life, man. But he provided me with something that day that woke up a beast, dude. That woke up a beast. I still had all the discipline. I was still waking up early. I was still doing my thing. What I lacked was the creative. I had a fear. I was fearful. I was scared about what other people were going to say. I was scared to be in front of the camera. But when I saw that man, I watched him talk and I listened to his speech. I just knew, I was like, dude, this is what God put me on this earth to do, dude. And thank Kevin Hart for providing me with that motivation and that inspiration, because he took time out of his day to come give us that. And you never know who you influencing out there. You never know who you influence. Be careful who you talk to and how you treat people. Because you never know who is watching you and who he's providing inspiration to. And Kevin did that for me that day, man. So Kevin Hart is what helped me birth Fearfowl Films to what it is.
Hey, man, we got to get Kevin Hart on your film, man.
Dude,
we're going to have to get him on your film, man.
I got to come with a hell of a budget.
Yeah, I know that. Hey, you never know, man.
You never know. Yeah, you never know, man.
You never know.
And one day I told myself, I said, if I ever meet Kevin that day, I'm going to bring that up. I was sitting right there, dude, and I saw him and he gave, they tried to kick a brother out. A man walked up when Kevin was giving his speech and handed Kevin his product. Dude, I admire him for doing it. Some people laughed and all this. This man walked up when Kevin Hart was giving his speech, handed Kevin his product. They tried to, they grabbed him, security grabbed him. And Kevin was like, oh, don't throw him out. Don't throw him out. The man taking a chance. He taking a chance. Kevin took his product and said, man, I appreciate that, bro. And let the man go back and sit down. And I said, that's it right there. That's it.
That's how you know how real Kevin is, bro.
That's
how you know.
You treat people the way you want to be treated.
Yeah, because he wasn't trying to jump up and hug him.
He wasn't trying to attack him.
Yeah, he wasn't trying to do crazy shit.
He came up, he was holding, you see him clearly holding what he was holding.
Yeah.
And he was taking a chance on himself, man. I respect that, man. And shout out to Kev, man. Shout out to Kevin Hart, man. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep inspiring. Keep creating specials. Keep doing something, because he's doing so much. He's got his own film company and putting out his own product.
There was a movie that he actually came out with not too long ago. It was actually on Netflix. It was the one where he was with like his manager. He was like a movie star, but then like someone got killed in his suite, and then he had to he got involved with some. Oh man, I forgot exactly what it was.
It's right there on the tip of my tongue.
Yeah,
man, I feel like I've seen it.
Yeah. Hold on, man. I'm sorry.
I
gotta look this up.
I'm the same way. I gotta figure this out.
Yeah, because it's gonna bother me all day.
Yeah.
Kevin.
Yeah, shout out to Kev, man.
Kevin Hart, Netflix. Damn, Netflix series, I think it says.
Probably is a series.
Yeah,
he's getting that Netflix. He getting that Netflix money now, man. So it's
for real.
Yeah, they getting series, comedy specials, movies.
For real. True story.
True story.
Have you ever seen True Story?
Okay, I haven't seen that one yet, but I've heard of it.
True Story is fire. So let me tell you something. That was when I actually got the utmost respect for Kevin as a movie star, because it was so different.
Yeah.
The comedy and him laughing with, The Rock and everything else too, going crazy. But this was a serious,
showing his acting chops.
Suspense.
Yeah.
And showed his
that's the elevation.
Yeah.
Hey, think about this, bro.
Okay.
Remember when Denzel did Training Day?
Yes. Okay, that was different for him, right?
That was at that time.
Okay.
And what happened with that? He won an Oscar for that.
Yeah, no, facts.
You know what I mean? Sometimes, even with Jim Carrey, shout out to Jim Carrey, when he did Truman Show. Mm-hmm. Everybody was used to Ace Ventura of Jim Carrey. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Cable Guy Jim Carrey.
And this is, and bro, all those other things was actually very, very different and very, very unique. You know what I'm saying? And that's actually a really good segue, because, you having a film production, a horror film production company in Atlanta,
correct,
where what we talked about beforehand, where all these other up and coming independent films, they'd be robbing people and hey, where's my money and everything, the YNs going stories. Crazy and all that, the love stories and all that stuff. It's it's so redundant.
Exactly.
But you out here literally, you know what? I'm going this way.
Yeah.
And I'm sticking to this.
Yeah, I'm sticking.
And the beautiful thing about you that I love so much about what you do is that you're not just you're super niched down to what you do, bro.
Yes, sir.
That's amazing. It's not you just do film or you just do horror films and then you just do hit and then you just do love and then also suspense. I am a horror film production film company. So that is incredible.
Find what you love in life, man, and just go for it, dude.
Yeah.
It's the best thing I like to say, man. Find what you love to do. If you love horror films, that needs to be your baby.
But what keeps you motivated from keeping on to do those niche type of films when you have I guess people in your ear, or just the atmosphere, I should say, that's actually doing something else?
Yeah.
What keeps you having that tunnel focus?
Dude, what keeps me with that tunnel vision, I like that, tunnel focus, tunnel vision, tunnel focus. What keeps me doing what I love to do is it's this simple. I am a legit fan of the horror genre. I'm a fan. I love Wes Craven. I love Stephen King. I grew up reading books. I'm a fan of the horror genre. I'm a fan of going to the haunted attractions. For the past 10 years, I told you, I go to Halloween Horror Nights at Universal Studios. I've been going there for over 10 years. That's me spending money to go out there to pay people to scare me. We're going
to talk about that in a little bit. But I am the opposite. I can't do it, dog. I can't fucking do it, dog. I'm sorry.
Hey, I am a fan of the horror genre. And shout out to my cousin Shinobi, man. True story. We was at Halloween Horror Nights, and he was because he's already been he's in the film business. He's got a lot of momentum going. But we was down there. We were just walking from haunted house to haunted house. We said, "Hey, I'm finna record a short." I said, you finna record a short? He's like, yeah, this is what we're gonna do. That. So we did it. This film win all types of awards. I was like, what?
That's incredible. Nice.
Dude, and I've had all these ideas in my head for years, and just even when I would get pissed off, dude, I would go write. I go write, man. I go write a freaking. I got so many ideas. Let me try to be careful not throwing them out there yet. I got so much stuff that I just wrote that's just sitting in the vault. I got them sitting in manila folders from years, from 2009, 2007. You know what I mean? Just just stories sitting there that I've written.
Wow, so we're talking almost 20 years, dude, 16 years, 17 years.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dude, and it's a passion. And that's what drives it, dude. It's just that passion for horror, man. Keeps me motivated, man. It keeps me wanting to get after it. And it keeps me creating good content like Atlanta's Most Haunted Locations, What's Up There, Evil Lurks in Evil Ways, Slap's Dead Time Stories. Shout out to Atlanta. We got Fearless coming next. That, man, if you haven't seen Slap's Dead Time Stories, y'all make sure y'all check out the trailer. That's going to make you want to watch the show. That right there, another project. That's what keeps that horror, that keeps that passion, that drive for me and making horror films possible.
Are there certain ideas that you have that can be outdated? No.
I like that, man. Yes, I think that's a good question. I'm gonna say this: the slasher. When you hear the word slasher, what comes to your head? As far as a horror movie slasher.
I guess it's a person just like machete.
Just name one. Just name one. One slasher. One historic slasher.
Michael Myers.
Michael Myers. That's good. One of my favorites.
Yeah.
So if you put a butcher's knife in someone like Michael Myers did, and you just have them go hacking everybody up in the movie nowadays, everybody's gonna kind of be like,
we already seen it. Yeah.
But this is the double-edged sword.
Okay.
M. Night Shyamalan plot twist.
Okay.
Art the Clown, Terrifier. He's a slasher.
Oh.
But look what they're doing in these films. If you've never seen Terrifiers, watch the Terrifier films.
Okay.
Look what he's doing. It's a slasher film.
Okay.
It's extremely gruesome.
Yeah.
He's going about it. He's cutting people up in different ways.
Yeah.
He's giving that clownsy comedic edge to it.
Got you.
And guess what? This film just beat out the Joker. They released the Joker film, which was a $300 million budget.
Joker 2 was terrible.
It was absolutely horrible. It came out the same weekend as Terrifier 3.
They spent $300 million on that shit?
The budget was like
$300 million on Joker 2?
Dude, that's crazy. $300 million budget.
Wow,
bro.
I didn't know that.
And then a complete flop. And Terrifier came in, was the #1 horror film in the country. A slasher. So you got to always, and when I say that to say this, you got to kind of grow with the times. Okay. If you're going to do a Exorcist, possession film, you know, we've already seen. We know
they got like
the devil gets
seven.
They got like 20 of them. You go on Netflix, it's possession movie.
I got you.
My idea of a possession film that's coming next year, it's different. Because you can't do something. You could do a possession film, but you can't do something that's already been touched. You got to do something that's going to make people be like, hey, I've seen this, but I haven't seen this idea before.
Yeah, no, definitely. So I needed some more insight when it comes like to possession films and like those type of like horror films.
Correct.
I've heard so many stories where like certain films that they'll actually have like actual mental therapists on on the set just in case if niggas go crazy. So have you ever had some shit like that happen before where people just get too involved into the film and they just lose their shit? Or maybe they like, I don't know, like you understand what I'm trying to ask?
I know exactly what you mean, man.
Yeah.
No, I've had instances on Atlanta's Most Haunted Locations where, you know, we may call out to a spirit, especially Lake Lanier. Have you heard of Lake Lanier?
Yeah, see, this is what. So Lake Lanier. So that's another person I wanted to connect you. So Mike Schill, he's a really good sales expert. He actually did a film on Lake Lanier.
Dope.
Yeah.
Dope.
So we can talk about that later.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah.
Lake Lanier has a lot of dark energy because it's been over 700 dead bodies. People have died on that lake. So it's also on top of Indian burial ground, several areas. It's on top of an old city. The lady in blue, she drove her car in the bridge, the sisters, and the bodies were never recovered, basically. We called out to the lady in blue and we got responses on camera. If you haven't seen it, go check out Atlanta's most haunted locations.
What kind of responses?
EVP responses. If you're here, make these cat balls go off, and the cat balls go off. If you calling out to different spirits in certain areas that still had that strong energy.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about as soon as we got to this one specific area, Doc, we got to this island. We set up an island, set cat balls up on trees. There was no wind. There was nothing. So it's no wind triggering none of this stuff.
Yeah.
We called out and branches started falling off trees all of a sudden.
I see. This
cat balls started going off.
This is where I can't do this. I can't do this,
and
dog.
people look at me, they're like, man, black people don't do shit like this.
That's another thing. We just going straight to the fucking fire.
Hey, yeah, man. But it's always been something I've been super. I don't, go playing with no Ouija boards or nothing like that. I respect the unknown, the dead or whatnot. Mm-hmm. But I like to call it investigations. I like to do my investigations on someone who may be haunting a house or whatnot. Mm-hmm. Someone that may be gone or whatnot. Mm-hmm. And that's where Atlanta's most haunted locations come from.
No, man. Okay, so since we're on this topic, man, I need you. So,
and if you want, real quick.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
If the people want it, if Marvel's cool with it, I got an EVP app, and I can see if there's a spirit here in this building. I can call out to it and see if we get a response.
Wait, what?
Slap with Fearfowl Films, director, host, creator of Atlanta's most haunted locations. I got an EVP app. And I could turn it on, and all it is white noise. I could call out, and I could see if a spirit was.
Well, I'm trying to do another podcast here. Like, you know what I'm saying?
They're gonna be like,
I'm trying to.
What kind of food you got up there, man?
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
you can never come back ever here again. Wow. Okay. So speaking of that, so convince me why I should watch horror films, because I'm gonna tell you where's my thing. The reason why I don't.
Come on with it.
So I don't understand why in God's name do I need to pay for something that is literally gonna sleep deprive me and not gonna have me sleep. Why? Why am I gonna go to a theater and literally scare the living shit out of me so I'll have nightmares at night?
All right, you ready for this?
Yes, sir. I'm ready. Please convince me.
Marvel, you're a big man. You're what, 6'11"?
6'11", 330.
7 foot on a good day?
7 foot on a good day.
7 foot on a good day.
Yes, sir.
What was your, you did some protection work, right? So you got some action, I'm sure.
Yes, absolutely.
Having to sometimes push people back. May have
no. I've been in life and death situations before.
Yeah. You've been in those situations.
Yes, sir.
You still continued to do that job at the time too, didn't you?
Yeah, because it was my job.
It was your job. Yeah, it was your job, okay. Did you, with that being your job, was there a part of the action that kind of excited you a little bit?
This man is good.
Sometimes when something you were protecting somebody,
I'm with you.
Protecting a high value crime.
I'm with you. I'm about to answer.
Did you feel an adrenaline rush for protecting?
100%.
Yes.
So this is what I'll actually tell you. I'm actually very, very comfortable with very uncomfortable situations.
My type of man. There's your answer. He just answered his own question, baby.
So I guess we're going to watch a horror film tonight. I don't know.
Hey, we do it. The people do it because we love the feeling of being scared, and we love the feeling of adrenaline. That feeling we get from being scared.
Yeah,
why do you think Universal Studios makes over $1 million a day when they do Universal Halloween horror?
Bro, I've been in situations where like people have had guns pulled out and everything, and I'm cool.
Cool.
Because like,
I'm
with it.
Yeah, you gonna shoot me? I'm gonna shoot you.
No facts.
Yeah,
wow, that's actually okay.
So
you have maybe changed my whole entire view of.
We want. Human, it's something within our DNA, within our structure. My spirit animal is a bear. I got it tattooed on my hand. Even them, like, it may be fearful, but we like to attack our fears. We like to. Okay, I'm a little nervous, but I still want to get a little taste. When we're kids and we know better. Mama said, "Don't touch that stove," but it's red, so it looks cool.
I got you.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Sometimes we do things, out of the thrill. Mm-hmm. And that's just embedded in our DNA.
No, I mean, and, there's also like a a level of inspiration that you obviously need when it comes to, you know, building these films and everything.
Absolutely.
I want to talk, so you got a lot of tattoos.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, so how many tattoos you got in total?
Man, I lost count about 10 years ago,
Okay.
man. I kind of got a little carried away.
Okay. I can't see it. I can't tell.
Yeah, I got a little carried away, man.
Yeah.
I've always been a fan of just going under the needle, man. My legs are tatted and everything.
So
I'm
full
a fan
body,
of art.
full body.
Yeah, I have.
Okay,
I have
cool,
tattoos every part of my body. Pause. No diddy. But
pause that.
But no, man. I'm a fan of art. I'm a huge fan of art. I love anime. I love old. Spawn is my favorite.
I see the Shogun on your.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I see that,
That's my jujitsu.
Okay,
that's
nice.
my paper cutter hand.
Nice.
Those who know jujitsu know what that means.
Okay,
this is the paper cutter hand. That's
nice.
It's got the Shaolin warrior right there.
That's what's up.
But yeah, I'm just a fan of art, man, and I just kind of got carried away with it. And my tattoos are kind of a part of me now. You know what I mean? It's a part of me. I think I'm done now, but who knows?
Yeah,
I might be down here in Miami and like, hey.
What tattoo is the most inspirational to you in parallel to like your craft?
Man, I'm such a huge fan. All right. I'm a huge fan of I'm talking from one gladiator to another. You're a gladiator. You've been out there, you protect it, you're a gladiator.
Yeah.
It's in you. My gladiator right here fighting a tiger is my favorite one. Because the battles, you know what I mean? I think I love the movie Gladiator, the original. When they're the beginning of that right there, it's just the beginning scene, the opening scene of that film is just intense. It's war. You know what I mean? It's what every man should experience. Every man should experience some form of physical combat. Whether it be, whether you're in the military, whether you're MMA, whether you're jiu-jitsu, whatever. You're training, you're in the streets, you have to get into a street tussle with someone.
Yeah.
Every man I think should experience that because it's built within us. Once upon a time in Africa, the warriors, they were going out freaking spears and freaking with shields to hunt lions. You know what I mean? Go to battle with them.
Yeah.
Indians riding around on horses with bows, protecting their land. Shout out to my soldiers out there, the United States soldiers fighting that's sacrificed their lives and their time and their families to go over there and fight for our country for war. I have a lot of friends that fight, MMA fighters, professional MMA fighters. They go out there and they step in that cage. When that cage shut behind you, guess what? The referee ain't gonna protect you unless you just want to tell the ref, "Hey man, I changed my mind.
I'm done.
I'm going to open this gate."
Yeah.
It's every man should experience that physical battle. And one of my last grappling tournaments, I broke my finger, but my finger was completely turned the opposite way. And I still I looked at it and I was like, man, I'm not gonna stop just because of a finger. So I kept fighting and I ended up beating the guy. And my finger healed back completely crooked because I never did any treatment for it or whatever. But I just like that inner warrior that we have to tap into when we're faced with some type of adversity.
Yeah, and then here's the thing. The beautiful thing about it is that if you're able to actually go through the gauntlet and all of those trials and tribulations, as far as with fighting, then what's to say that you can't go through the trials and tribulations whenever you have something go wrong as far as with your films or anything like that. You know what I'm saying?
Nothing can stop you.
Nothing can stop
you.
No
no's. No. Nobody can tell you. If they tell me a no, okay. Hey, man, I asked.
Yeah.
I asked. I'm not going to take it personal. But one day you'll see me again.
Yeah.
You'll see me
again.
Honestly,
by the time they actually see you again, it may be too late.
It's going to be...
It may be too late.
Come with a big budget.
Or maybe the price tag going to be a little bit different afterwards.
The price tag going to definitely be different.
Yeah.
You know, shout out to... I have this crazy vision in my head that one day I'm going to write a horror film for Tyler Perry. I don't know how it's going to happen, but I've dreamed about it twice. And Tyler Perry don't do horror films.
No, he doesn't at all.
He don't do horror films at all.
Yeah.
Tyler Perry Studios is 30 minutes from my house.
Hey, what's to say you freaking make that and then you just show up to the freaking door? Yo.
What if I show up to his? I got a script.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
I might get thrown out or whatever by security, but hey. Y'all throw me out, but just leave this script right here for Tyler when you drive up.
Yeah, no, definitely.
But I could dream it, I could believe it, and there's nothing more powerful than a made up mind, bro. If I believe it, I visualize it, I see it, it's gonna happen. I don't know when it's gonna happen, but it's gonna happen.
You gotta have the wherewithal to understand that it is gonna happen.
It's gonna happen.
Yeah, no facts.
Got no choice. We gotta manifest it.
Yeah. I mean, you manifested this.
Dude, a year ago, I was sitting in my office in my it was an old bedroom in my old home.
Mm-hmm.
I was sitting in my bedroom writing a script for What's Up There. I was scared of talking in front of a camera. I told you, I was nervous talking in front of a camera, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know how to do what I'm doing right now.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Fast forward a year later, look where I'm at.
Yeah.
I'm out here messing with my boy Big Marvin Bishop on the podcast. My man making some connections behind the scenes. This man don't make some phone calls. I live in the city, and I ain't even been able to get in contact with these folks. And he just made it happen that quick. But I say that to say this: keep grinding, keep pushing, man. Don't let nobody stop you, man. Don't let nobody tell you no. I've had plenty of people like try to rain down on my parade, dude. Mm-hmm. And a lot of people respect me because I'm like, I take it. And I'm gonna keep grinding. I'm gonna grind
relentless,
hard.
My bro.
Relentless pursuit, bro.
Yeah,
relentless pursuit.
Exactly.
You can tell me no, but I ain't gonna let that stop me, bro.
God's gonna literally put you in position, and He's not gonna give you things that He knows that you can't handle.
Show you right. Come on, man. Cool. Man, you gotta say that again, bro. Give him that rules again.
God is not gonna put you in any type of situation that He knows that you're not gonna be able to handle.
Yes, sir. It's that simple, man. The formula is right there. Mm-hmm. Big Mark, he giving you the formula right now. That's what you got to realize.
That's it.
Man.
So just keep God first, and He's going to keep, and then He's going to keep you first. That's it.
Show you right.
Yeah.
Shout out to, and I want to make this real quick before we go to the next question.
Absolutely.
I want to send a special shout out to my partner in crime, my wife Jessica. I mean, you talk about somebody who's been ride or die. She's been with me 19 years. 11 years married. It was just our anniversary.
It was your anniversary
yesterday.
Oh man. Well, listen. Happy anniversary to you.
Thank you, man.
I'm glad you brought that up, man, because let's talk about that real quick before we wrap up. Like, just the importance of having a good woman at your side,
dude. Whenever
you're trying to build something,
dude. The good, the bad, the ugly. It's good to have a rider with you, bro. And my wife's Puerto Rican, so you know what I mean. Anybody know about the Puerto Rican women? They know they're very strong-willed women.
Yeah,
but she's been by my side, by my ride or die, man. Like, when I come to her with an idea, she may look at me like you're crazy. Why do you do this to yourself? And I look at her and I say, why not? Why not? Mm-hmm. I do it to myself because I believe in myself. Mm-hmm. And she'll be like, Poppy, I believe in you too. Make it happen. And it's good when you have someone strong by your side that can help you when you're down, when you need sometimes I need motivation. Sometimes I need medicine. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, Kevin gave me some medicine when I checked him out at the Aspire tour. And sometimes it's good when you got at home medicine. That someone can give you some game, give you some motivation, give you some lift up. When I told her that, I was like, hey, I told her it was on the way to my brother's house. I said, I had the script for What's Up There written. I was gonna actually use another person. And I was like, God dang, Jessica, I got it. Like, I'm driving. Got the V8 screaming down the street. And I said, God damn it, I got it. Slam my hand on the steering wheel, turn the radio down. Mm-hmm. She's like, what? I said, I'm going to get Mr. Organic to be star in my movie. And she just looked at me and said, you crazy. You crazy. Fast forward.
Ain't that crazy.
Fast forward 2 months later. Guess what?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
I got Mr. Organic locked in for do this part.
There it is.
She still didn't believe it.
Yes, yeah.
She believed it when she heard that voice work and she seen the finished product though. Mm-hmm. So sometime, man, when you got that good person, that good motivation, man, I want to send a special shout out to her, man, because she's 100% supportive, man. And a lot of chicks out here ain't like that, man.
No, listen, man, I'm going through it right now, man. I'm going through right now. It's very far few between the woman's going to want to ride and, not be selfish and not believe in.
Believe you know in. Sometimes that's what we need, bro.
Yeah, that's
sometimes
it.
We just need a little life.
Just speak life into me. Yeah, that's it.
Come on.
Yeah.
That's all we need is a little belief, dude.
Yeah.
Because we already got it in us. We already got the hustle gene in us. Mm-hmm. We just need a little bit of push me. Give me a little push.
That's it. I've always said, especially like men, but also just people in general. Like, people are like gravity. All we need is a little push.
Joker said it the best in Dark Knight.
That's how I know he knows his film. That's how I know this nigga knows his film, dog. For real. All we need is just a little push.
Just a little push.
You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Chris Nolan. That's actually my favorite film director, too. Chris Nolan, favorite film director out right now, man.
Favorite, okay, since you're on this, Favorite Batman film?
Oh man, I'm gonna say Dark Knight is something. Dark Knight is so deep, but I tell you what, Matt Reeves Batman that they just did, bro.
Yeah.
I was just watching the other day.
That shit is crazy. And they come out with Batman too.
Oh yeah, dude. When they crunk up that Batmobile, when I was in the movie theater,
yeah,
and
that shit is crazy.
With the V8, with the twin turbines,
yes,
with
sir.
The airplane
yes,
jet?
sir. That Batman, that Batman's fine. That came out like 3 years ago, right?
Bro, it did. And I was blown. I saw that son bitch in the movies 4 times.
I just, you know what? Nah, that's shit. yeah, I might have to reevaluate. I think it was Dark Knight Begins.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah, I just love the origin story of Batman.
It's Chris Nolan, his vision.
You know
like when it feels like
him going to the League of Shadows and
all
that.
Training,
that shit is crazy,
dude. Yeah, and I even like the one Dark Knight Rises with Bane.
That was good. That was good.
Shout out to Tom Hardy, man.
Yeah,
Tom Hardy.
Definitely. But the one with the Heath Ledger.
I mean, iconic. I mean, that's stuff right there. That's the type writing and the type acting that that's like once in a lifetime type project. For it to be a Batman film. Come on, Marvel, step your game up. What y'all got? When y'all gonna give us? I'm a DC guy. When y'all gonna give us? When y'all gonna give us a Dark Knight?
We gonna cut this whole podcast off. We gonna delete all the files.
My cousin, the Marvel guy too.
Yeah.
We have our back and forth.
No, but I would say this. That's actually very, very, very interesting you said that. Like, as far as, like, those type of movies, like the Batmans and, like, Dark Knight Rises.
Yes.
Marvel don't have those.
We don't have them.
Not those.
We don't have them. They have great films.
They got great films, but not that.
Avengers is great.
No, but not that.
That's iconic.
Yes.
That's Oscar type stuff.
Yeah.
Like, Marvel just ain't. They make great product. They make a great product, but they don't have that. What Chris Nolan did.
Yeah, facts.
And Zack Snyder, I thought Zack Snyder
Snyder's fire.
Zack Snyder is.
So here's the thing: when the Justice League, the Snyder cut, that shit's fire.
Dude, what? Man, I be telling folks, man, I'm like.
But a lot of people don't like that.
I don't know how they don't.
I don't know. Yeah. Facts.
The Man of Steel was fire.
Yeah, the Man of Steel was
Batman vs Superman.
Yeah, that shit was crazy.
Bro, fire.
Yeah, definitely. I personally think what needs to happen is that Snyder needs to just do Snyder cuts for all the films.
For all his products.
Just do a Snyder cut.
I want to see Superman fight Darkseid. Like at the end of Justice League. So you telling me you're gonna take this baby away from this man because Hollywood don't like it? Let me tell you something about Hollywood. Hollywood's so out of touch with the everyday fan. How often are Hollywood execs going to a movie theater to pay $10.25, pay for some popcorn, sit down and enjoy a film, see what the consumer likes?
That's a good point.
How often are they doing that?
Yeah,
they're not. I guarantee you they don't do it.
And I think like Hollywood is super out of touch with the people.
They're out of touch with it.
They just care about, okay, Batman, okay, Superman, how much we need. We're
going to spend this
$200 million. We're going to figure it out.
The Joker 2 was a prime example of it.
I personally think that, and this is kind of a hot take, they should have never came out with a Joker 2.
They shouldn't have. The director didn't want a Joker 2. He didn't want one.
That Joker was amazing.
They should have left it at the
first one. Leave it alone.
Don't touch it.
Leave it alone. Leave it alone. Gladiator. Leave it alone.
Don't touch it.
Why? Like, I understand that money it runs, pretty much everything, but it shouldn't.
Yeah, we don't want to see.
Okay, how about that? That's actually a really good conversation. What other movies did you feel like that came out with sequels that you should have never touched?
I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. And this sometimes this rubs people the wrong way when I say it. I think after the Fast and the Furious, I think they shouldn't have touched. I think they should have just left it alone, bro.
What?
I like the old school Fast and Furious.
Wow.
I like when.
Yo, that's a hot ass take.
I like street racing. Says, how do we go from street racing to them driving race cars out of space
and saving the world?
How does this happen?
Yeah. I got you.
Let's go back to, if you're gonna do it.
Wow.
Let's go back to the streets. That what made us all fans. I used to have me a little Nopi car. I used to like my little Nopi cars. You know what I mean? That's what we want. We want to see you lined up. We want to see you lined up on the street.
Yeah.
Let's race. Let's get the quarter mile cracking on the streets. Have the cops come out everywhere trying to chase folks. That's what the film was built on.
And also too is like, yo, dog, like they're gonna have a second part of Fast 10.
I mean, bring
the whole shit together, bro. Like the one movie and keep it moving. Yeah, but it's money, man. Everything's money.
Everything's money. They're a legitimate franchise. We talking 10 projects?
Yeah.
I mean,
10, 12 years in the making.
Yeah, and they're just spitting them out.
Yeah.
And you could tell in the quality of the film. It looks good. because they got all these marketing dollars.
I also think that they didn't what is it? Hodge and oh my God.
Shaw.
Yeah, Hobbs and Shaw.
Yeah.
They never came out with the second one. That they should have came out. Now that would have been crazy because at the ending of that first one, whoever the fuck that was talking, which I think that was kind of connected to Fast 10. I think it was.
Yeah.
But obviously with the whole shit with beef with friggin' with The Rock and
Yeah. I think some projects just shouldn't be touched. That just shouldn't be touched.
What other project? Give me one more.
All right. I'm a fan of this right here. This character. I think they should have left the Chucky films alone. Child's Plays. They turned Chucky into a stand-up comedian now.
Okay.
You watch the original. For my horror people that's watching this right here, look into the camera. When you watch the original Child Play films back in the 80s and the 90s, these films would scare the shit out of you. When you watch them now, you hold your stomach in laughter because Chucky's a stand-up comedian now.
Yeah,
he's a comedian. He's got it's like like listen to a slapstick comic.
True. No, that's
he's got hella one-liners.
That's very true.
It's like, dude, they should have left it alone after Child's Play 3 when Barkley, when they threw Chucky in the fan. That should have been it. Should have been it. Like, leave it alone. Let it.
Yeah.
Let this develop into a collector's item.
Yeah. No facts.
You know, I'm looking at the Chucky series. I'm a fan of the character, so I'm looking at the series on USA, and Chucky's at the doctor telling the doctor he can't get it up. I'm like, this is what we turned into now.
Yeah,
this is what we turned into now.
Yeah, facts.
But money always ultimately talks, and I think that's the downfall on a lot of these people, like I told you in Hollywood, that have an idea. They have an idea. They're like, hey, I'm going to do this, and we got the money to do it. Instead of being like, hey, I got this new intern. Hey, you go to the movies and watch this film and tell me how the crowd reacts. Go watch the way Longlegs and Smile 2 and Terrifier. Watch what these horror films did last year. Nosferatu, Robert Eggers, great director. Watch what these films, watch the reactions from the crowds in these films. All right, cool. Now you go back and watch Joker 2 and watch the reaction from that crowd right there. It's a huge difference. They're taking the passion from filmmaking out of filmmaking. And it's people like me that I feel like I have a responsibility to help bring that passion back. Writing. No AI bullshit scripts. You know, actually being a writer, putting your ideas on paper and bringing that idea to life.
Man, what's your sentiments towards that, man? The whole like AI movement with like scripts and movies and
I'm not a fan of, I look at it like if AI writes you a script, you're not a filmmaker. You're a creator. I mean, they write you an idea, you make fun.
I don't even think you're a creator. I think you're just a button pusher.
Yeah. I mean, anybody could do it. My 7-year-old could do it.
Yeah.
You know, write me a script about a killer bee, and bam, you're gonna have a script for killer bee. Now, I think that AI, there are some benefits to using AI. AI helped fund my animation projects. I was able to do my animation projects in AI because anybody that makes film knows that animation.
Yeah, no, it's bread.
Better come with them chips.
That shit is bread.
I had a meeting with I was at Disney World. I had a meeting with a big animation company. Big animation company. I'm talking about they did some Shrek animation work from Shrek and everything.
How much we talking?
Man told me $3,500 to $6,500 a page. And you know, in scripts, it's 1 minute. Scripts 1 minute a page. So for my numbers guys out there, let's say you got a script that's 110 pages. That's a 110-minute film.
So you said, oh no, we about to do the math right now.
Yeah, let's go ahead.
So you said,
this just for animation.
You said 35 to 65?
So let's go 65.
So 6,500, right?
65.
And then per
110 page script.
Lord mercy. $715,000.
Come on with it. Hey, when he told me that on the phone,
you have a good day.
Hey, I was like, I think we're breaking up. Call you back. Hung up on that. Like, hey, man. I was like, hey.
700.
But that's the growing pains.
I
had to learn.
Goodness. Yeah.
I had to learn.
Yeah, facts.
Dude,
Lord have mercy.
So shout out to my boy Michael Dante, very talented animation AI animator. He was able to help bring my idea, get movement and everything with him, create the characters based on what I want. I was able to cast the characters, and I was able to create a concept of my ideas.
And that's so amazing what you just did, because what we have to do is we cannot let AI be our enemy. It has to be our ally.
It's already here now.
It's already here.
It's already here.
And it's getting worse. So we have to just.
We're gonna be a Terminator T7.
Yeah, listen, we gotta just make AI
ready.
Make AI great again. or make AI our ally.
Yeah, we have to.
Yeah.
Find ways. Don't cheat. Don't cheat to make yourself feel like you want to be a writer or whatever the case may be. You write, and if you're like, hey, I don't have $700,000 to put on an animation project, but I could talk to this AI animator, and he might be able to do it for 5, or he might be able to do it for 10. And guess what you got? You got a proof of concept.
Yeah.
You got an idea that you can show a major company. Hey, this is my idea. This is my story. This is my book. This is my whatever. This is my movie that I made. You guys watch this. I have a full script for it. If you guys like it, I would like to see if you guys would possibly be willing to fund the project, fund a full feature film, animated feature film. But I tell you, man, those Shrek movies, we all love them. I love Shrek.
Yeah.
I tell you what, I guarantee
we don't love Shrek that much.
I tell you what, you talking about $10,000 a page.
We don't love Shrek that much, my bro.
Nah, we're gonna pass on that.
Man,
nah,
man. This has been good, man. This has been really fucking fun.
Dude, this is awesome, dude. You're such a good dude.
Nah, I appreciate it.
Good brothers, man. It's so many good brothers out there, man. And you're just adding into that group of people that I just feel that are solid, dude.
I appreciate
it. Show me it's a great time, man. Miami is a beautiful city, dude. And I'm thankful. Like I said,
we haven't even got started yet, man.
Oh,
we
man,
got tonight and tomorrow.
Oh,
man.
yeah.
We just get into we just getting the preliminary as far as the conversation. I mean?
Yeah.
So what's your wife's name?
Jessica.
Jessica. Just forgive him, okay? He's a good guy, you know what I'm saying? I got him, he's all good, you know what I'm saying? He's in great hands in Miami, you know what I'm saying?
That's big dog right
exactly.
there.
And if anything happens, you can blame me. I'll die for him, you know what I'm saying?
Good dude, man.
I appreciate it,
Thank you, man. Beautiful setup, man. I love what you're doing, dude.
Appreciate it.
And keep inspiring, man. And you guys will definitely be seeing me and Big Bishop again, man.
Yes, sir.
We gonna his mind, I mean, he's just been cooking, throwing ideas at me.
This is what I do.
I'm like, man, his mind more crazy than mine. I met my twin brother.
Yeah, man. Absolutely. All right, so we got 2 things you gotta do before we wrap up. All right, so if you can give me I'll say just whatever advice or whatever feedback and whatever guidance that you would give a younger slap or a younger director that you would give. Like, what advice would you give him?
Man, the best advice that was given to me, man. Stay hungry, and shout out to Big Cedric Cathern Sr. That's my father. My dad always says, son, sometimes in life you got to do what you got to do in order to do what you want to do. Sometimes you may have to work that job. Sometimes you might have to work that job you may not want to work. Sometimes you might have to do something that you may not want to do to help fund that project. For the young bucks out there, sometimes you might have to not spend $200 on them Air Jordans. You might have to put that $200 towards content, towards getting a thumbnail made, towards some editing, towards, the stuff that can help make you enough money where you better go buy the whole Foot Locker.
It's all about sacrifice, man.
Sacrifice.
An intentional sacrifice.
Come on.
Like, what I would say is that every single buddy, even with my academy, my mentees, they'll tell me like, man, I ain't got the money for this. I can't pay for this. Okay, cool. All right. So how many times you go out to eat? How many times you go to Uber Eats? How many times you do DoorDash?
Yeah.
How many times you go to freaking Smoothie King?
How many times you went to Hibachi?
How many times you went to Hibachi?
Yeah.
How many times you spend for freaking clothes?
Yeah.
You're going to spend $300 for the week. So listen, it's
Yeah.
not about making the money. It's about how much money it's about how much money you make, but how much money you spend, and how much money you don't spend.
Come on with it.
You can't tell me that you don't have the money where I know for sure that you're out here spending on bullshit.
Yeah. I had real quick.
Go ahead.
I had a brother, man, sitting there telling me how much he hurting for money and all this and all that. So I think the 5s or the 6s, some new joys that just came out. So
Motherfucker
we
bought
went out there. We
Motherfucker
linked
bought it.
up.
Man.
Walked in. I know. They just came out.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, I know the color pattern.
Uh-huh.
So first thing I see when he get, I'm like, man, when you get them? He's like, oh, man, I had to go pick him up. I had to hit my dude. I had to hit my sneaker connect up. I said, so you telling me you just told me 2 days ago that you didn't have money to do this, what we were trying to do. Now all of a sudden you had money to go spend $200. What the J's come out? They're like almost
$200-$300.
They're like almost $240.
Yeah, $240, $250.
And then you talking about buying them early from a connect.
Man, just imagine if you would have gave that nigga some fucking money. You have to put that nigga through the walls of Jericho.
Dude. Hey,
You have to put mitts on it.
Put that motherfucker in the full distance out there. You gonna take it out your ass. Look them shoes. But get your priorities straight, man. Stop. What you see what Big Dog got, he's got that because he's worked hard, he's grind hard, he's got it, and he's still elevating. Mm-hmm. Whatever I have, the little bit I have it because I'm grinding. I continue to grind. And every now and then, sometimes it's good to get a taste of your success a little bit, man.
Mm-hmm.
Taste it a little bit. But you stay humble enough when you got to get back to work because there's still more dollars to be made.
Here's another thing I actually want to add too, that people need to stop being so afraid to invest in themselves.
Come on with
full transparency right here, okay?
Talk to him.
With this podcast, right? I ain't charging to be on the podcast, but I did charge him $1,000 to get his content, right? Have you made your money back yet?
Not yet.
Huh?
Not yet, but we about to. We about to. Soon as this break the net, well, I mean, dude, we talking about, dude, this is all laid out, bro.
Yeah. But
this
just,
right here is
but
an
what I'm
investment.
saying,
It's an investment.
What I'm saying is that like just by being in the presence of other people,
100%.
that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about, obviously we haven't delivered the content yet.
No.
I'm talking about more so of like the connection I just made you for finesse.
Man.
If you would have never understand to invest in yourself, this would have never happened. You would never be here.
It would have never happened.
So that's what I'm saying. So it's like just making that little investment, even though you think it's actually a little bit more than what you think, take that chance. Yo, I guarantee you, just for him, just being here right now.
Dude, you don't made, come on with it.
You made it, you made about 10, maybe 5 or 10x your investment as it is.
Come on.
And that's what life is all about.
That's what it's about. My man putting y'all on game. That's why I tell folks, man, sometimes you got to invest in yourself because you never know what kind of opportunities that you might miss out on if you choose to, instead of spending that money on that, you want to go spend some money on some air.
Yeah. And then also too,
that ain't gonna bring you no value.
Bro, and also too, I also want to say with, these mentors out here and these gurus, bro, at the end of the day, here's the other side. Like money isn't everything. Like I'll tell you this, this is just the real rap raw. We were supposed to talk about the VIP week and all that stuff and I gave you a number, right?
Yeah.
I know other people that would have been like, just do the podcast and then that's it.
Yeah.
Nah, man, listen, I'm always ever abundant.
For sure.
So, bro, you can spend $10,000 with me. You can spend $0, whatever it is. If I know that you're a good brother and I want to pour into you, like the money and the numbers is not always something that I'm always worried about because I know I'm going to get blessed regardless because I genuinely care about you. You know what I'm saying?
Dude.
No, because listen, because other mentors and other gurus, bro, they would have been like, okay, $1,000. Yeah, man, do 4,500 for the day, this and that, and then you don't do it. Then they'll just do the bare fucking minimum for you.
Bare minimum. Yep.
Am I right?
You telling the truth.
So,
you telling the truth.
Bro, listen, as mentors out there, man, at the end of the day, as long as you're coming from an everlasting abundant cup, it doesn't matter if you're getting paid for 5, for 3, for 2, or for nothing.
Come on.
It's all good, man. The universe is going to bless you because of the type of good heart and the good mind that you have.
Man, hey, that's game right there. That's wisdom and that's game talking right there from someone who's out here, who's hustling. Like I said, we didn't have the podcast crunk up yet. We just chopping it up. My man made 2, 3, 4 phone calls. That's connections. Even the young lady that was here before when I got here. I made a connection, that connection with her. And that's what that's about, man. People got to start taking chances on themselves and stop living in that little comfort zone. Or they'll make excuses and they want to go out here and spend their money on things that bring no value, hold no essence to you. Instead of putting that deposit down on that Hellcat, what you put that deposit down on some coaching, put that deposit down on being on a podcast, making a connection with someone. That's going to bring you more value, not that fucking Hellcat.
Yeah, that's a fact, bro.
Then once you get that value, you get that gain from somebody, then you go to a car dealership and take them a couple stacks and be like, hey, I want to get that right there.
Yeah, my rule of thumb is that I'm not going to buy something if I can't buy it 3 times. Jay-Z said twice, but I ain't got Jay-Z money.
Come on with it.
Not yet, at least. Me, I'm 3 times. If I can afford it 3 times, I'm buying that shit.
Come on with it.
You know what I'm saying?
Come on with it.
Yeah, man. And then also too, just kind of like, end it off on this, man. At the end of the day, is like, how can you even be at a standpoint where you don't even want to invest in yourself, but then you also want God to look after you?
Come on. Marvin, come on, don't do him like that, man. You need to be charged for that game when you get it.
No, this is the game right here, bro. Yes.
Y'all better be listening.
Yeah, for real.
Take the earwax out
for
your
real.
ear.
You want God to give you all this and give you all these damn blessings, but you won't necessarily invest into yourself and put yourself in position to show God that you're ready for His blessing.
Come on with it. Come on with it, dude.
I don't understand that.
Dude, you saying the mouthful over there, boy. You about to make me get up and start. Holy Ghost right here, boy. Hey, that's game right there, man. Listen, he giving you the formula.
Yeah.
I'm still, and I like to hear it. It's good for me to hear it. Mm-hmm. I appreciate the game that Marv was giving me, man. That's Jim. That stuff right there. That stuff right there. I like you heard me say before. That's medicine. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Give me that medicine, man. Mm-hmm. Give me that medicine. Refuel me up when I get back to the A, man. Yeah. I'm going to be on fire.
And also, too, here's another thing. If I was just about money, if I was just about transactions, I guarantee you I won't be seeing this man ever again. I guarantee you I won't be seeing him, but he knows that the type of dude that I am as far as I just want to just give. Yeah. And we're going to do everlasting business now.
Oh, no, we plugged in.
This is just the bit.
Y'all going to see him playing. He's going to be in one of my slasher films. Y'all going to see Marvel with a hockey puck. Just
it's just the beginning, man. Bro, I really appreciate you. Dude, this is a fire-ass conversation.
Bro, it's fun, man. Thank you, man.
Definitely. So, this is the last segment. So this segment is called The Last Call.
Yes, sir.
So I'm going to give you a barrage of different words, and then you're going to give me the first thought that comes to mind. Are you ready?
Okay. Yes, sir.
All right, cool. Georgia.
Bulldogs.
Okay. You UGA fan?
UGA fan. Got a tattoo.
Lord
right?
have mercy. you know that Bulldog. You know that UGA, like Georgia. Y'all are the most insufferable fans in the world. That shit is crazy, dog. Like, go dogs, go dogs.
About them dogs. Let's be to South Georgia. About them dogs.
So a bunch of my clients are from Atlanta, and a lot of them are Georgia fans.
Yeah. Come on,
we go through it, bro. We go through it.
Yeah. Man.
Okay. Family.
Everything.
Your wife.
My heart.
Your kids.
My life.
Let's see here. Your favorite film. First of all, what is it and how does that make you feel?
The Revenant.
Okay. Oh, wow. That's your favorite film?
Yes.
Leonardo DiCaprio?
Yes. You know it.
Oh, come on now.
Bro, we can talk about this at dinner, bro.
The Revenant?
The Revenant? Bro, I just watched it the other day. Yeah.
Bro, The Revenant. That bear scene?
Hugh Glass.
Yeah, no. Yeah, we're going to talk about it later.
Yeah. Hugh Glass.
Yeah. No, facts.
The Revenant, 100%.
Your horror film business.
Destined for greatness.
Your team?
Thankful.
Okay. Let's see here. Miami.
Beautiful.
Okay. And then the last one, and this one right here, you can take a little bit more time to say what you need to say.
Yes, sir.
Mrs. Cedric, slap.
Unstoppable.
Yes, sir, man. I appreciate your time, brother. My man, thank you, man. This is a phenomenal conversation. Absolutely. All right, so give your shameless plugs and where we can find you, your next projects, everything you got going on, you know what I'm saying? And then we'll wrap up.
For sure, man. Follow me, /Fearfowl Films, Instagram. Fearfowl Films is the business page also. You can follow me on there, Twitter. I'm trying to get better at posting on Twitter. I'm trying to work on all that. But Fearfowl Films TV, you can catch a lot of my projects on the YouTube channel, Fearfowl Films TV. Upcoming next, we got March 1st. What's Up There? Star Mr. Organic. Three of them, man. One of them ones. Shout out to my boy, one of them ones, god dang it. What's Up There? Star Mr. Organic. Got Taco Shawarma. Ellie, shout out to Taco Shawarma. She's killing in the podcast world. Tone the GOAT. Mr. No Tone, Mr. Young Tone, No Cuffing. Y'all know who he is. Atlanta legend. Got that dropping. I got Fear Lust coming also, starring my homegirl, Elena. What's up, Elena? My other cast members, she is playing Honora. She is reprising her role and coming back. And we are going to do something very special for you guys. And we will be having a screening for that. So we're gonna have a red carpet screening event for that film right there. I'm gonna make sure I got Marvel there for y'all so I can meet the big dog.
I'm also gonna be there, man.
Yeah, come on with it.
Yeah, man. Appreciate your time.
Thank you, man. Thank you for blessing me, man.
As always,
Absolutely.
Man. Only the best.